8 rules, if you will, or 8 laws to follow before a disagreement or upon a disagreement or argument. 1. Distrust your first instinctive impression. Our first natural reaction in a disagreeable situation is to be defensive. Be careful. Keep calm and watch out for your first reaction. It may be your worst, not your best. 2. Control your temper. Remember, you can measure the size of a person by what makes him or her angry. 3. Listen first. Give your opponents a chance to talk. Let them finish. Do not resist, defend, or debate. This only raises barriers. Try to build bridges of understanding. Don't build higher bridges of misunderstanding. 4. Look for areas of agreement. When you have heard your opponents out, dwell first on the points and areas on which you agree. 5. Be honest. Look for areas where you can admit error and say so. Apologize for your mistakes. It will help disarm your opponents and reduce defensiveness. 6. Promise to think over your opponent's ideas, study them carefully, and mean it. Your opponents may be right. It is a lot easier at this stage to agree to think about their points than to move rapidly ahead and find yourself in a position where your opponents can say, "We tried to tell you, but you wouldn't listen." 7. Thank your opponent sincerely for their interest. Anyone who takes the time to disagree with you is interested in the same things you are. Think of them as people who really want to help you, and you may turn your opponents into friends. 8. Postpone action to give both sides time to think through the problem. By suggesting a new meeting be held later in the day or next week, when all the facts may be brought to bear, in preparation, ask yourself some of these following questions. Could my opponent be right? Partly right. Is there truth or merit in their position or argument? Is my reaction one that will relieve the problem? Or will it just relieve frustration? Will I win or lose? What price will I have to pay if I win? If I am quiet about it, will the disagreement blow over? And lastly, is this difficult situation an opportunity for me? Please watch that again. Just go back on those 8 points, because I think that's the most practical thing to take from this. To first understand that arguing is futile the majority of the time, and 2, going through step by step before you get into an argument, looking at these, committing them to memory, so you can avoid having people resent you from an argument, to avoid people hating you from an argument, even in the smallest things like a YouTube comment, a text message, Facebook comment. Before you lose your shit and write 1,000-word essay, just go through this.